fast without objection.
Happening right now in Action News, the Senate votes today on the debt deal, and lawmakers erupt in applause to celebrate the return of Congresswoman Gabby Giffords.
Tainted turkey. An outbreak is spreading across the country, including in Pennsylvania. Plus, we have another warning involving your pets.
And slowing down flash mobs, what the city of Philadelphia is doing to try to make the streets safer.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us at 6:30 on this Tuesday, August 2nd.
I'm Tamala Edwards here along with Matt O'Donnell. Time now to turn to meteorologists David Murphy and Karen Rogers to take a look at your weather and traffic. Good morning.
And even after those storms out there yesterday, Dave, it's still going to be kind of hot today.
Yeah, kind of hot. Not a whole lot of cooling down temperature-wise. We're going to lose a few degrees off yesterday's high, but the humidity is going to be lower, and overall today is going to feel more comfortable. We've got sun up over the horizon here on the terrace, and I have to tell you, it's very comfortable right now with low humidity, even a little bit of a breeze blowing around. Satellite and radar shows you those storms that came through last night in parts of the region. They are now gone. Watch boxes also off the boards, and that next round of precipitation well out to the north and west, not getting here until well into the overnight hours tonight. 73 is your current temperature in the city, 66 in Allentown, 71 in Trenton, 71 in Wilmington, and 76 in Cape May. And this afternoon, AccuWeather says lots of sun, 91 hot degrees for your high, but not as humid as yesterday, and a little bit of a breeze kicking around too to add to what is a fairly seasonable and fairly comfortable early August afternoon ahead. When I step inside, temperatures dip tomorrow, but we do have some rain coming, Karen.
All right, Dave, we've got a bridge opening right now. You can see it live in our cameras. Look at the Tacony-Palmyra Bridge. Traffic stopped in both directions here for this bridge opening. Head to the Betsy Ross Bridge instead. I want to take a look at the big picture right here. A couple of things going on in West Philadelphia. Still this fire location. It's a building fire there, 56 and Oxford Street. Stick to 57 and Lancaster Avenue as your alternates. And we've got a disabled vehicle. It's on the ramp from the Platte Bridge to I-95 southbound. It's out there blocking the left lane, so that one causing a little bit of a problem. And the traffic lights are out. I've got a camera shot here to show you the scene here. This is City Avenue at Conshohocken State Road, and you can probably see the traffic lights are out here, and we see people moving pretty darn quickly through that area, right? You should be treating it like a four-way stop, but they're actually not stopping at all. So watch for that here, City Avenue and the Conshohocken State Road. Traffic lights out right now. Up in the Lehigh Valley, another fire here, Banger Road, and that's near Gall Road. So look for some restrictions here. Stick to Sullivan Trail as your alternate, Tam.
Okay, thank you, Karen. And we begin this morning with a developing story out of the Port Richmond section of Philadelphia. That is where homicide detectives are investigating the death of a woman in her 20s. The action cam was there shortly after the victim's body was found on the 3200 block of H Street. Investigators are now reviewing surveillance video to figure out what led up to her death. And another developing story in Overbrook this morning. Firefighters have just gained control of a house fire on the 5500 block of West Oxford Street. The fire broke out around 5 a.m. this morning and then quickly spread to several nearby homes. And as you can see, the damage is extensive. Right now, it's unclear if anyone was hurt, and the cause of the fire is under investigation.
One vote down, one more to go. The House of Representatives approved a debt plan late last night to try and avoid a disastrous default. The Senate is expected to take up the same measure at noontime. The countdown clock is ticking down to a midnight deadline when the Treasury Department says the government will run out of money. Despite all of the bickering from both sides leading up to last night's vote, the debt deal actually had bipartisan support. It passed by a margin of 269 to 161, but both Democrats and Republicans made it be known that there is plenty to dislike about the bill. The president acknowledged what a tough road it has been to get to this point.
This has been a long and messy process, and as with any compromise, the outcome is far from satisfying.
The Senate is expected to pass the plan when it votes today, and President Obama says he will sign it. Still, the U.S. Treasury's AAA credit rating could still be downgraded, and that could have a negative impact to the economy in the short term and maybe even the long term. One House member had a particularly emotional vote on the floor last night. That's Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, returning to cast a yes vote on the debt compromise. The Democrat made the surprise appearance with just minutes left in the voting. That generated thunderous applause and emotional hugs and handshakes. It was the first time Giffords appeared in Congress since being shot in the head 7 months ago. Our coverage continues online at 6abc.com. You can read more about Gifford's surprise vote, plus view our interactive feature that breaks down everything you need to know about the debt showdown. We have also posted information on how to figure out who is and how to contact your congressional representative. It's all there right now at 6abc.com.
New this morning here on Action News, a pair of warnings affecting your health and the health of your pets. First up, 5 people in Pennsylvania are among dozens made sick in a salmonella outbreak. Federal officials say the food poisonings are linked to ground turkey, but there's no word on who produced the meat, and a recall has not been initiated yet. In all, 76 people across 26 states have gotten sick from the same strain of the disease. 1 person has died, and these illnesses date back to March. The Agriculture Department sent out an alert late last week telling consumers to properly cook their turkey meat the right temperature and doneness. That can decrease the chances of poisoning. A salmonella scare has also sparked a cat food recall. Purina is voluntarily recalling its Vibrant Maturity 7+ bags. The company says the food was shipped to several stores in the Midwest. It may have then been redistributed to other stores across the country. The bags affected have a best by date of May 2012.
6:36 on the clock, and law enforcers in Philadelphia are coming up with a plan that they hope will put an end to dangerous flash mobs like the one that broke out in Center City last Friday. The plan will include police response, counseling, and neighborhood outreach. A mob of 20 to 40 kids, including an 11-year-old boy, attacked 2 people at random in Center City last Friday. 4 young people, including the 11-year-old, were arrested and charged in the incidents.
When something like this happens, we have to do all that we can to prosecute these people. And I've assigned the chief of my juvenile court unit to handle this case herself.
The Philadelphia Police Department has also announced SafeCam. It is an online initiative that allows residents and businesses to register their security cameras with police. It's one more way police hope to identify and track down flash mob suspects.
A round of severe storms caused quite a mess across our area. Last night's drenching downpour was too much for the storm drains in Darby Township, Delaware County. That led to street flooding in some spots, like here along Hook Road. And flash flooding wasn't the only problem in other parts of Delaware County. The action cam was on the scene where a tree toppled onto 2 homes. It happened on the 2300 block of Chichester Avenue in Chichester. Nobody was hurt. And more large trees fell along Colwyn Lane in Lower Marion. A neighbor says he didn't hear any lightning, so he assumes it was heavy winds that brought the trees down. Wood debris also littered a road on a ramp leading to Martin Luther King Drive in Fairmount Park.
Humidity really dropped after the storms rolled through, but the heat's coming right back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a hot one this afternoon, but not as humid, and overall fairly comfortable in terms of early August weather. As we take a look at Storm Tracker 6 Live HD, we are dry. Yeah. And as we head outside, we have sunshine up over the horizon, nice and bright. There's the airport. No weather-related issues this morning, at least locally, for those of you flying in and out of town. As we take a look at the numbers, 73 degrees right now in Philadelphia. Your humidity at 70%. Barometric pressure is 29.80 inches and steady. The winds west-northwest at 7 miles per hour. Getting a little breezier than that as the day goes on. And the ocean still hanging in the mid-70s off Atlantic City. Checking the exclusive AccuWeather lineup, satellite radar shows you several watch boxes that were posted from the Great Lakes over toward the East Coast. We, oddly enough, were not in a watch box, but we did get a brief warning pop up as these storms right there just developed in Delaware County and then kind of popped through parts of South Jersey. Southern Delaware was also clipped, so it wasn't everywhere yesterday, as we didn't think it would be, but some of you did have some of those rumblers come through. Today, while that frontal boundary is away from us, it'll still be hot behind it, but we are looking at less humid air with that front shoving that more humid stuff out to sea and down to our south. 86 is the high at the shore today. Gorgeous day, sunny and warm, a little bit less humid than yesterday. UV index, of course, is high, so you want to slather on that sunscreen. And 77 or close to that in the water up and down the Jersey coastline. 91 degrees is the high in Philadelphia today. Lower humidity, but still on the hot side, so cool drinks will be important. A little breezy out there at times. And then tonight, the clouds gather overnight, 70 the overnight low, and in the overnight hours, we'll be on the lookout for the arrival of another round of showers and thunderstorms. Now, Future Tracker 6 by midnight doesn't want anything other than just some gathering clouds. And the model actually makes us wait for most of this until early tomorrow morning. Now what you're looking at is early tomorrow afternoon, and obviously tomorrow will be unsettled with some showers around. But we're going to get a nice bounce down in temperatures as a result of that cloud cover and shower activity. And that's Wednesday's call indeed. Damp, but cooler. Your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast, we are going for a high of 91 today. Sunny and hot, but lower humidity than yesterday. A little breezy. Tomorrow, not as hot. A high of only 78 degrees, but it will be a day that features a lot of cloud cover and at times some showers and maybe even a thunderstorm. Then Thursday, that system's gone and we warm up to 87 with a nice day and sunshine. A couple of nicer temperatures here anyway. Friday, partly sunny and 91. Then the coming weekend, just in time for all of your weekend activities, 92, hot. Probably on the humid side on Saturday and Sunday, maybe a couple of thunderstorms around. Check out Monday, though. We're now thinking we might just actually slip back in toward the 80s early next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. It's 6:41. Coming up next on Action News, back in the spotlight, why Casey Anthony is being forced to return to Florida and the new charge that got her in trouble.
Sandwich search. A college football fan says she underwent an embarrassing strip search for no good reason. Karen.
We're live on 422 right here, approaching Trooper eastbound traffic headed towards King of Prussia. Getting heavy now eastbound past Oaks to 23. We'll talk about some problems in and around the area when we come right back.
And a dramatic and awkward ending to The Bachelorette. I know you could not wait for this story. When Action News continues. Welcome back. You're taking a live look here on the Action Cam near the Art Museum. Folks getting in some early morning workouts. Woman zipping along on her rollerblades. After that rain moved through, not a bad morning to be out and about. A little breezy and enjoyable. Lower humidity right now.
Karen, we're showing off our blades of glory.
Yes. I used to rollerblade all the time. I haven't done that in a while. I'll probably face plant when I start again.
That would be me.
A lot of fun. Hey, Tacony Palmyra Bridge was up for a bridge opening. Traffic moving right now, but you want to watch for some residual delays in and around with the Tacony Palmyra Bridge after that opening. Looking at the big picture right here, we still have a handful of problems right now, and we can see the West Philadelphia fire location 56 and Oxford Avenue still causing a problem, so look for that, as well as police activity. We've got a disabled vehicle that's been causing a problem westbound on the Platte Bridge, the ramp from the Platte Bridge to I-95 southbound. A disabled vehicle out there blocking the left lane, so that's been causing a little bit of a problem. I want to bring our traffic cameras back in right here. We've been watching right here the traffic lights out, and this is City Avenue at Conshohocken State Road, and we see this guy's like, well, I'll just stay here for a while. Other people are kind of flying through, so you got to treat that as a four-way stop. We're not seeing any police on the scene, and look at them so nervously. That would be me right here, trying to watch and make sure these guys aren't going to run me over. But the traffic lights out and the police aren't on the scene, so this is causing a problem. City Avenue at Conshohocken State Road, and when in doubt here, you got to treat it like a four-way stop. So really watch. We've been seeing some near accidents with that the case here. Let's take a look right now at the temperatures as you're headed out the door. 73 degrees, and really, as David's been out there and talking, feeling much more comfortable than it did yesterday, certainly at this time, with lowering humidity after the storms, but the heat is still with us. 91 for your high with sunshine, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Happening today, an autopsy will be conducted on the body of an 11-year-old girl that was found in rural New Hampshire. The remains of Selena Cass were discovered in a river a quarter-mile from her home. The fifth grader had been missing for a week. She was last seen at her home computer the night before she disappeared. Police labeled the death suspicious. Meantime, the community came together for a candlelight vigil last night. Classmates and neighbors released balloons with messages in honor of Selena. Casey Anthony will have to come out of hiding, at least temporarily. A judge ordered her back to Orlando, Florida to serve probation on a check fraud issue. Anthony is expected to report in a few days. She left jail last month after being acquitted of murdering her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee. Anthony has not been seen in public since. The judge wants her to serve a year of supervised probation for check fraud. Her lawyers will likely challenge the decision.
A Georgia Tech fan is suing the school, and she says she was forced to undergo a strip search before a football game. Mary Clayton says all she was packing on her person was a chicken sandwich. Clayton says one of the school's female police officers took her into a bathroom and forced her to take off her clothes. All the officer found was the sandwich. The officer says she never told Clayton to remove any clothing. The school's police chief has apologized for the incident.
6:47 is the time, and we have details on what went down during ABC's The Bachelorette last night. 2 men popped the question, but this local college student can only say yes to one. How the series finale ended next.
The season finale of The Bachelorette, seen right here on 6 ABC, came to a dramatic ending. Ashley Hebert handed out her final rose last night.
Ashley, will you marry me?
Yes.
In the end, JP is the guy who captured Ashley's heart, but before this happy moment, Ashley had to turn down Ben. He also got down on one knee to propose, and in the end, he left brokenhearted and stunned by the rejection on national television, man. Hebert has a local connection. She's a dental student at the University of Pennsylvania.
You know, Ben got what we used to call the Heisman.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he used to do this, like this.
He didn't follow the dude code. You don't offer the ring unless you really kind of
Well,
know
the other guy
answer.
did, and it paid off.
That's
right. That's the beauty of it. You take a leap of faith.
Yeah, roll
I
it.
can't
go
wait till the next
smush on the
season
sidewalk.
already. I know. I just love that show.
So
I
anyway,
can't
in
help
book
it.
club, we read.
Let's take a look. We've got a new accident here at Upper Darby Township, Delaware County, Marshall Road and Copley Road. This accident just in on Marshall Road here. Watch for this in Upper Darby. Let's take you outside and show you what it looks like on I-95 at Allegheny. That's your southbound traffic on your left, and you can really see how it's jamming. We're jammed near Cotman and from past the Betsy Ross Bridge to Girard, so watch for that. And meanwhile, mass transit, if you're taking regional rail, subway, or Patco Speed Line, New Jersey Transit, it's all on time, Dave.
All right, on the Action News Facebook page this morning, on the big board, which you can access through 6abc.com, I've got video from Peter Planamente, one of my friends in South Jersey, who oftentimes sends me pictures or sometimes videos of various events. And this one is the storm system that rolled through South Jersey, started up in southeastern Pennsylvania, and then rolled through. And I want to show this to you because you can see how those clouds are just kind of rotating around. Whenever you see cloud cover like this that's low and dark and then has that kind of rotation going on in it, that's a sign of a storm that could be a strong one. And indeed, this one created a problem with heavy winds and also some hail, and that was in Gloucester County yesterday. As we move this out of here, no such problems today down the shore. Highs in the mid-80s and 77 in the water, so a nice beach day. 88 in Rehoboth, 75 in the water there. And your 7-day from AccuWeather shows 91 today. Sunny, hot, low humidity. Tomorrow 78, but we got rain coming, guys.
Okay, thank you, David. Well, the Senate is expected to pass the debt deal sometime around noon today, but that might not be the end of the crisis.
Good morning, America's George Stephanopoulos joins us live from Times Square. And George, we will hear from one man who has been raising the red flag over a credit downgrade, maybe more than anyone else in Washington. What will Tim Geithner say?
That's right, my exclusive interview with Tim Geithner. I talked to him about that late yesterday afternoon, and he's not at all sure that we're going to avoid a downgrade, although he believes this deal is good enough to prevent that kind of a downgrade, which, as you say, is going to affect every single American. You know, America loses its AAA credit rating, and interest rates are likely to go up. That could affect 401ks, that could affect mortgages, it could affect credit cards. So he's hoping that it's going to be avoided. We go back and forth on that, also what this deal will mean for the economy and the all-important issue of jobs. And boy, what a day yesterday, though, in Washington. It's rare that you get a nice surprise at the end of a debate in Capitol Hill, but boy, did it happen when Gabby Giffords came into that chamber, stunning everyone, thrilling everyone, and it seemed like a fitting ending to what had been such an angry and harsh debate. It was really, really something, and Robin's going to talk to one of Gabby's close friends, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, about what it was like in those final moments.
All right, George, we know how hard she must have had to work to come back, and it truly is an inspiring moment. Looking forward to hearing more about that and seeing the show. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. And we'll be right back.
Take care.
When you're headed out today, you really want to watch for the traffic lights that are out. Take a look at this shot here, City Avenue and Conshohocken State Road. No working traffic lights. People aren't sure what to do. Dave, you got to treat it as a four-way stop.
Maybe in aftermath of that storm system, huh? 91 degrees, sunny today, no storms, lower humidity, a little bit of a breeze out there.
All right, GMA is coming up next for Karen Rogers, Matt O'Donnell, David Murphy. I'm Tamala Edwards. We'll see you back here in 30 with updates. Have a great Tuesday.
Great week.
Get the Action News app for your mobile device. Search 6ABC. AccuWeather is sponsored by PTW, providing you with clean energy solutions for 175 years. Stay safe this season and call 811 before you dig.
This week, Dr. Oz is no stranger to breakthrough new health treatments. So how can playing this instrument help improve your overall health? This week, Dr. Oz with surprising health secrets from around the world on Good Morning America on ABC.
I'm a cook, I'm not a chef. That's why I love your show, because you're like, throw this, if you don't want it, don't put it in.
Eva Longoria is spicing up our kitchen with her favorite enchiladas.
It's like an Eva Blue Plate special.
Next week.
Today at 10 on 6ABC. Action News Traffic is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. When you need a boost, you can throw back a canned energy drink, or you can enjoy the smooth, flavorful taste of Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. It's the boost you need with a flavor that's made Dunkin' Coffee America's favorite. America runs on Dunkin' Coffee. Action News at 4. It's fast-paced, it's happening now, and it's on the scene.
We have new information.
Get connected at 6at4.com and move closer to your world with Action News at 4. Sponsored by Kia Optima.